You might remember our 2023 Women of the Year, Lisa Woodcock. Lisa was diagnosed with liver disease when she was just 37 and has since been campaigning tirelessly to raise awareness around organ donation. Well, after an initially successful liver transplant in 2021, Lisa became really, really ill towards the end of last year before a phone call on Christmas Day changed everything. She joins me now alongside her husband Justin, and so good to see you.
It's great to see you.
So good to see you looking so well.
Thank you.
Because obviously at Christmas, or just before Christmas, you were really sick.
I was
It was
really,
not
really
good.
poorly.
We were very worried about you.
Yeah, I was visibly poorly, wasn't I, this time?
Visibly kind of orange as well.
You'd gone that sort of jaundiced
I was
way.
very jaundiced.
Yeah.
I was losing my weight very quickly. Yeah, it was concerning again, wasn't it? We were worried it happened so quickly. For the autoimmune disease to recur that quickly was unusual. And then we found ourselves back in that position again.
Oh, which is horrible, which is a waiting game. And then Christmas Day of all days.
Christmas Day.
You get that call.
Just after 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
And it's like we've got you a donor, and you just have to go. What a Christmas present!
I know. I had to drop my dogs off at my mum's.
Oh yeah, all these
can't
things.
cook lunch anymore.
Yes, we won't see you for Christmas. No, leave the presents right now. And of course, you already had a transplant. Is it quite unusual to need a second one so quickly?
It is, yes.
Right.
It's unusual to have a second one, don't need a second one anyway, but especially so quickly.
Yeah.
Through the community that we've formed on Instagram and on social media, I know about 5 people who've had a second transplant. Right. You never think it's going to be you who needs a transplant in the first place, and then to need a second one is just unbelievable. And this is where raising awareness for organ donation comes into play. And
now, you are so passionate about this, both of you, so passionate about it. And it's that thing of, I think there's a lot of confusion right now because different parts of the country have got different rules.
Yeah, the opt-out
Essentially, if you want to ensure that if you want your organs to, should the circumstances be right, that you want to donate your organs, what do you have to do?
So it is an opt-out system. So a lot of people do believe they don't need to do anything.
Yes.
But what we do ask is that people still register, organdonation.nhs.uk, or you can tick your passport, your driver's licence. And to register, what that means is it allows the family to know in that highest point of grief, when they're asked about that, they'll know there was an intention.
Right.
So even if you haven't had that conversation with your loved ones, because that might be a difficult thing to do, if you register, it shows that intention, doesn't it?
Exactly. And then have that difficult conversation.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the thing,
crucial.
Justin, isn't it? You've got, because you've seen this, you've had to wait with Lisa twice now. And that's really hard on
Second time was actually harder. It was bizarre. Even though I knew what was happening and I knew the processes, I think because I knew every detail of what was happening and the recovery and everything, I think it was emotionally a lot harder. But it is, as you say, it's absolutely crucial to have that chat with your family and let them know your wishes, because that's key, because there are still a lot of potential donors that don't happen because the families aren't sure.
That's the thing. And of course, sadly, as we know, someone has to die in order for this to happen. Of course it does. But, if we can have the conversation beforehand and people can say, look, I really want this because I don't want my death to be nothing. Yeah. If there are circumstances where I can help someone, I want to do that.
Yeah, and legacy lives on.
Of course it does.
Yeah, I've got a lovely relationship with my first donor, Georgie, with his mum and his dad. And for them, I think, because they see all the work that we do, that's Georgie that's doing that, because without Georgie, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So the legacy lives on, and I had an awful lot of guilt when I knew that we needed to go through it again. And Georgie would be gone, but really he stays with us, doesn't he? And we're so grateful to his family, and now the donor that has currently saved me.
You don't know the donor right now?
No, I am going to write to them and say thank you to the family, but it's up to them whether they accept that letter and whether we get in touch afterwards. So,
but you are doing
grateful.
so. She's a fighter, right?
Absolutely. And that's what helps me, her strength and stoicism. I've got no excuse to be anything other than that.
I just badger him all the time. Tell people to register, people to register.
But it's so important that people register.
It is,
I mean, you are living proof of that.
Yeah, thank you.
Because if there hadn't been somebody who donated, and twice now,
it's all down to donors. It's all down to donors.
You wouldn't be here. But again, we've got to have that conversation.
You do. And then for people who are in my position or similar, to reach out to people like the British Liver Trust. They've been absolutely amazing, haven't they?
For us from day one. They've been our go-to sort of advice.
All the support with the nurse-led helplines and with the communities that they form with virtual Zoom. So people who've got a liver disease, a rare liver disease, autoimmune, cancer, whatever it may be, it's really important to be with other people in a similar position and know that you're not alone.
That's the thing. It can be very isolating,
Yes.
can't it? And
Yeah.
I mean, I know you are amazing. I know your family are incredible.
Yeah.
But sometimes you might just want to talk to people who really know.
Who are experiencing similar.
Of course.
Yeah.
You look so well.
Thank you.
It's absolutely fantastic. Because Christmas is not that long ago.
I know.
A few months.
Really,
We were shell-shocked, weren't we?
I
When that call came on Christmas Day, you never expect it.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, and to think another family were going through, their hardest time.
Yeah.
It's
But still
so
able
grateful.
to make that decision.
Yes.
It's
Quite-
incredible.
It's very brave.
It really is.
There was
Very brave.
35 organs transplanted on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's to, all those families who allowed it to go ahead. So thank you to all of them.
Well, you keep well.
Thank you.
And obviously keep campaining, of
Yes.
course.
Thank you for the
You'll find,
opportunity as
oh
well.
gosh, not at all. You'll find lots more information about organ donation on our website. Do it today or the weekend. Sit and talk to the people that you love and have that conversation. Just, and make sure that everybody knows exactly what they want. It's very important. As we said, Lisa, the living proof of that. Hi there, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. We upload new videos every single day. So click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for more amazing content.